doesn't matter if the world is gone mad, if we just hold on, if we just hold on, yeah. The sky is falling and the world is gone mad, and we sing our songs and we just hold on, yeah. So if you're running, stop running. One life, one chance, start living. Sing it louder just to let the world know. No, we're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. We're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. We're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. They say that I'm reckless, because I'm relentless. They spit on my face and curse on my name and taking my life in vengeance. Yeah, you can try and blame us and try and take what's sacred, but we're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. Somebody sound the alarm. A fire was set in the dark. It's time that you know. No, we're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. It doesn't matter if the world is gone mad, if we just hold on, if we just hold on, yeah. The sky is falling and the world is gone mad, and we sing our songs and we just hold on, yeah. So if you're running, stop running. One life, one chance, start living. Sing it louder just to let the world know. No, we're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. We're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. No, we're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. Somebody sound the alarm. It's time that you know. It doesn't matter if the world is gone mad, if we just hold on, if we just hold on, yeah. Sing it louder just to let the world know. No, we're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. No, we're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. No, we're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. We were born for greatness. No, we're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness.
If you smell what the rock is cooking.
They talk to me. You got your rules and your religion, all designed to keep you safe. But when rules start getting broken, you start questioning your faith. I have a voice that is my savior, hates to love and loves to hate. I have a voice that has the knowledge and the power to your fate. I hear voices crying, I see heroes dying, I taste blood that's trying.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the WWE Wrestling Talk Show with Rock Jones and
Sean Smith.
So as the countdown and the road to WrestleMania continues, the Superstars of Raw will take a pit stop at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada for their final exclusive pay-per-view, the Elimination Chamber. We say final exclusive because as of May following WrestleMania, all pay-per-views will be co-branded between Raw and SmackDown. We have a 1-match kickoff show and a 5-match main card to bring in here. In a throwaway match on the kickoff show, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson will take on the Miz Taraj of Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel. Who cares? Then we go to the main card, which, as the namesake says, will feature the Elimination Chamber.
Elimination Chamber match itself. However, there is a little bit of a change.
Yes, so I'll take you through the explanation for this in a while as we start to go through the list. Braun Strowman qualified for the Elimination Chamber match by yet again attempting to murder Kane.
Yep, it appears to be that way.
Then we had Elias qualify by defeating Woke and Matt Hardy due to a distraction by Bray Wyatt.
Yes, and I think that was the wrong thing to do.
Then we had John Cena qualify by defeating Finn Balor.
In what was an extraordinary match.
The following week we had a triple threat match between Elias, Cena and Strowman to see who would be the last person to enter the chamber from their pod. That match was won by Elias, so we know he will be the final person to enter the match. Then we had Roman Reigns and The Miz qualify for the chamber match by beating Bray Wyatt and Apollo Crews, who now goes by Apollo.
Due to reasons we're not going to mention.
So now we had 5 out of the 6 competitors qualified for the match, but then we had a last chance fatal 4-way between Finn Balor, Bray Wyatt, Matt Hardy and Apollo. However, Seth Rollins was added to this match to make it a fatal 5-way.
Yes, and the match ended in controversy.
Yes, the match ended with both Finn Balor and Seth Rollins pinning Bray Wyatt. So rather than do a match between Seth Rollins and Finn Balor to decide who would be the final person to qualify for the Elimination Chamber match, Kurt Angle decides to add both of them to the match, which means that for the first time we will have a 7-man Elimination Chamber match. Now you might be wondering, what does this mean for the rules, because normally 2 men start in the ring and the next person enters the match from their pods like every 5 minutes.
Let us explain.
Rather than having 2 men start in the ring, this match will start with 3 in the ring, which effectively means the match will start out as a triple threat match.
Yes, but inside 18 tons of steel.
Now, the reward / punishment for the winner of this match is a trip to meet the Beast Brock Lesnar for the Universal Championship,
At WrestleMania.
which could spell disaster because it could be a chip to Suplex City, or you could possibly walk out as Universal Champion, considering the fact that Lesnar has held the Universal Championship going on a year now.
Which is almost about as long as certain superstars' reign.
Well, it's the longest singles championship reign, if you don't count NXT, since Punk held the championship. The odds-on favourite to win this match is, of course, Roman Reigns, but then we do add speculation of people wanting to do the John Cena Undertaker match at WrestleMania, and that this could be used as a way to start it.
Could be. I still think the odds-on favourite could be.
Realistically, it's between Roman Reigns and Braun Strowman, and I would say the favourite is probably Roman Reigns. Now, the next match has yet another backstory behind it.
Oh yes, backstories galore.
So the executives of WWE, like Stephanie McMahon and Triple H, sit down and say, following the first ever women's Iron Man match, Hell in a Cell match, Money in the Bank ladder match, Royal Rumble match, what could we possibly do next? How about the first ever Women's Elimination Chamber match for the Raw Women's Championship?
And you must be thinking, wow, that definitely works.
The Raw Women's Champion Alexa Bliss will defend the championship against Bayley, Mandy Rose, Mickie James, Sasha Banks, and Sonya Deville in the usual 6-woman format.
Yes, absolutely.
The winner, of course, will go on to WrestleMania as the Women's Champion, possibly to meet the winner of the next match. Because the next match is a match featuring 2 women who aren't involved in this Elimination Chamber match, and that would be the Empress of Tomorrow, the undefeated female version of Goldberg, Asuka.
Now, but you're all wondering, what has this match got to do with the chamber?
And she will take on Nia Jax with a weird stipulation that if Nia Jax wins, then she will be added to Asuka's championship match at WrestleMania. The weird thing here is that Asuka has not even said which championship she's going after yet.
Well, she was going to announce it at the Royal Rumble until she got interrupted.
Yes, but we'll get to that in a minute. So, if Nia Jax wins, then the Raw Women's Championship match will effectively become a triple threat match. However, the rumours are pointing to Asuka jumping ship and taking on Charlotte at WrestleMania for the SmackDown Women's Championship, and then Nia Jax will take on Alexa Bliss for the Raw Women's Championship, which rumours that Alexa Bliss will somehow survive the Elimination Chamber. Now, we said earlier that Bray Wyatt was the reason that Elias was able to qualify for the men's Elimination Chamber match due to a distraction by Bray Wyatt. Well, that has not gone unnoticed, and their weird little feud continues with Woken Matt Hardy taking on Bray Wyatt.
A match that we were meant to see back at which pay-per-view?
Was it supposed to happen at... what was the last one of the year? It wasn't the Royal Rumble. Actually, yes, it was the Royal Rumble. And then it got moved to the 25th anniversary of Raw.
Because of that virus that was going around WWE at the time.
Anyway, for me, even this Woken Matt Hardy character isn't necessarily working. Whether they just don't know what to do with it, or they just wanna just do something until Jeff Hardy is fit again.
Very true. And yes, time will tell.
And then in the final match, the Raw Tag Team Champions in The Bar of Cesaro and Sheamus will defend the championships against Titus Worldwide in Apollo and Titus O'Neil. Now, Titus Worldwide in recent weeks have had the number of The Bar because they held 2 victories over them on the build up to the Royal Rumble. Of course, at the Royal Rumble, Cesaro and Sheamus won the tag team titles back from Seth Rollins and Jason Bourne. And then this past Monday on Raw, Titus Worldwide again picked up a victory from The Bar and challenged them to a tag team championship match, which was made official a few days ago.
Is there a possibility that we could see a potential championship swap?
I doubt it, because the Bar haven't really been... They've been, over the past couple of months, they've been changing for Raw Tag Team Championships like hot potato.
It is kind of a hot potato tag team championship.
I would advise strongly that WWE, with the possible exception of the Raw Women's Championship, because she's held that championship for a while now, that they don't do any title changes until WrestleMania comes around. Because when you look at this pay-per-view realistically, with the exception of the Elimination Chamber matches, it's really a throwaway pay-per-view until we get to WrestleMania. And the same thing will be said in 2 weeks when we bring you SmackDown's one of Fastlane.
We also need to mention that a certain superstar...
Oh yes, I almost forgot about that.
...signing a contract with WWE tonight.
In addition to these matches taking place, we're not 100% sure where on the show it's going to take place, but I would probably put it slightly later into the show. Rowdy Ronda Rousey will officially be signing her Raw contract. But we do know, right, that contract signings in WWE rarely go down well.
Yes, they rarely go down well, because 9 times out of 10, they always end up in a fist fight.
And it's a fair bet, in my opinion, to say that this is probably going to be what they use to start building towards whatever match or angle she's going to be involved in come WrestleMania at New Orleans, which ideally, if all things can be worked out, is supposedly a mixed tag team match with Rousey and The Rock against Triple H and Stephanie.
Stephanie Triple H against Ronda Rousey and you. Interesting.
Well, they did the segment, when was it, 3 years ago at WrestleMania, and wanted to do that match probably around SummerSlam time that year, but with The Rock being a busy movie star and suffering an injury when he last competed in a proper match at WrestleMania 29 against John Cena, not that 6-second, whatever you want to call it, at WrestleMania 32.
That does it for the Elimination Chamber show.
Yes, join us next week where we will bring you our reactions to what happened, and we will probably have a little bit more clarity as to how things will be building up towards the showcase of the Immortals, the granddaddy of them all, WrestleMania.
Until then, he's been
Reese for Rock Jones, and he's been
the Elimination Chamber.
and we will see you next week.